All right, we're going to take you live now to BC, where the Prime Minister is making a childcare announcement. Let's listen in.
We know, all of us, that the way to get through difficult times is to pull together and dig in and lean on each other and be there for each other. And that is what's going to carry us through. Of course, a huge part of that is being able to be here with David, with Premier Eby and Minister Chen. Today is a reminder of what happens when different orders of government get to work together. And, you know, there's always different perspectives and challenges from those different perspectives. But ultimately, Canadians, the families here at this school, are served by Malcolm, are served by David, are served by me and the great people who work with us. And we're all working our hardest to make sure we're delivering. And the more we can do that in an aligned, coordinated, focused way, the better we're able to actually deliver on the things that people need. So anytime I get a chance to stand beside a premier and make a big announcement that's impacting the lives of Canadians, it's not just the announcement itself that is good news for citizens, but it's the fact of the announcement. It's the fact that governments get to work together to deliver on people's priorities that gives people confidence in our collective capacity to make it through the difficult times we're facing and get real results for Canadians. Livrer des résultats pour les Canadiens, c'est toujours ça notre priorité. Avec la pandémie, avec l'invasion de la Russie en Ukraine, on a vu une accélération de la hausse du coût de la vie. Beaucoup de gens ont trop de difficultés à payer leurs factures.
And many people have a hard time paying the bills.
We speak with Canadians every day. We hear you when you say that it's getting hard to pay the bills because of inflation. We hear you, and we're here to support you through this global challenge. We doubled the GST credit for 6 months and enhanced the Canada Workers' Benefit. We're delivering payments of an extra $500 for people who are struggling with the cost of rent. Yesterday, as I mentioned, we launched the Canada Dental Benefit that'll help eligible parents send their kids to the dentist with up to $1,300 over 2 years. Now, a lot of people ask me, okay, it's great that you're sending kids to the dentist, but how does that counter inflation? Well, the fact is, an awful lot of families who need to send their kids to the dentist choose to send their kids to the dentist, even if they're out of pocket for it. Because parents know that making sure their kids are healthy starts with oral health. But now, with money from the government to make sure that they can do that, they'll have more room for the extra expenses that we know all families are going through. This is tangible help for vulnerable families that need it right now. Of course, what brings us here today is that we're continuing to make childcare more affordable right across the country, including and starting with here in BC. As of yesterday, BC has met its joint goal with the federal government to reduce average childcare fees by half. This is good news for families who are now saving up to an additional $6,600 per year per child because of our government's investments. And of course, we're very much on track to delivering that commitment to $10 a day childcare by 2026. This is all part of our plan to make life more affordable for the middle class and people working hard to join it. It's part of our plan to build an economy that works for all Canadians. Les parents, et en particulier les mères, ne devraient pas avoir à choisir entre leur famille et leur carrière.
Should not have to choose
Les garderies
between
sont plus abordables, c'est bon pour les
families.
familles et c'est aussi bon
If
pour l'économie. Parce que ça
childcare is
permet
more
à plus de
affordable, it's
parents de
good
faire
for
partie
family,
du marché du travail.
and more parents can participate in the
Who's here with us
workforce.
today, who I got to meet a little earlier. She has 2 kids in childcare and 1 in elementary school here at the Richmond Jewish Day School. She'll be speaking in a few minutes and she'll tell us more about her situation. But the one thing that's important to know is that her family is now saving over $1,000 a month on childcare. And more, now that they've secured childcare, Rayut has been able to start working full-time again. That's what we mean when we point out that social policies like affordable childcare are also economic policies. Back in July of 2021, BC became the very first signatory to our Canada-wide plan for $10 a day childcare. But as you know, we've since signed agreements with all provinces and territories. We're seeing results here in BC. We're also seeing them right across the country. In Nunavut, $10 a day licensed childcare is now a reality. In Nova Scotia and in many other provinces and territories, fees are now reduced by half. We said we'd make childcare more affordable for families. We're keeping that promise. Now, conservative politicians think we should do less for families and less for the middle class. They campaigned against our childcare agreements and threatened to cancel the progress we've made. They voted against the Canada Dental benefit that'll help parents send their kids to the dentist. But our government will continue to stand up for families. On continue notre travail pour rendre la vie plus abordable. Et ensemble, on bâtit une économie centrée sur le bien-être de tous les gens de la Colombie-Britannique et de tous les Canadiens.
Of all people
So
from British Columbia.